Cadets, welcome in. Today we are going to train you to know your enemy. We will give you tactics and techniques that you can use to overcome your enemy, sin. Sin is the only thing that's keeping you from a glorious future where everything is right and good. Sin will destroy you and rob you of a future that was meant for you. Our purpose today is to train you so that will not happen. Mr. Puya will demonstrate what I'm about to show you and how Rangers fight sin. Mr. Dillon will demonstrate how sin attacks our Rangers. Who's ready? Okay. First we'll show you 4 typical ways sin attacks. You should know that your enemy will do anything to make you fall. And once you fall, he's won. Ancient writings warn us about our enemies, saying that if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door, waiting to attack you and devour you. You have to rule over it. We're going to show you, starting with number 1, the pride tactic. Number 1, the bait and switch. You may have experienced this before. You're playing a video game that you know you're not supposed to. Your parents aren't around, and then you start feeling guilty when your parents do come. You get scared because you know you're going to get punished really, really bad. Sin took you down. This is called the bait and switch. This tactic uses our curious nature against us. The enemy presents us with something that looks desirable. Once we go for it, he takes us down, punishing us for taking what we shouldn't. Let's look at the bait and switch. The second way is an attack. The pride tactic. You may have experienced this. I go to church every Sunday. I know the difference between right and wrong. No one can tell me that I'm doing anything wrong. But then you're at church and you get in trouble for not listening to your parents. Sin took you down. The enemy uses this tactic when we're too confident. Because when we're too confident, we get lazy. When we get too prideful, we think that nothing can knock us down. Sin uses our pride to make us fall. Let's take a look at pride. Number 3, the out of nowhere tactic. This is when you're minding your own business at recess. Suddenly, all of your friends surround you. Hey, let's go play a trick on Danny because that kid's weird. You don't want to, but you don't know what to say, so you end up helping them. Sin took you down. This is when the enemy sneaks up on you when you're not paying attention, and it seems like sin came out of nowhere. Let's take a look at the out of nowhere tactic. The out of nowhere. Except we can see sin coming at us. We just don't expect it to happen so fast. You may have experienced this when you invite imagine. The law helps us fight, but it doesn't give us victory. Let's look at it. Number 2, the pride tactic. Again, the law says this technique has to be perfect. Perfect. As our rangers will demonstrate, no one can follow the law perfectly. Let's take a look at the pride tactic. Thank you, Rangers. Number 3, the out of nowhere tactic. Again and again, our Rangers are failing. Let's see how the law handles the out of nowhere tactic. The law seems to help for a little bit, but it only shows us that we can't do this on our own. We need help. Lastly, number 4, the run at you. Again. Again, the law only shows how much we need help. Were our Rangers able to do any of this stuff perfectly? They kept getting taken down by sin. What do you guys think? Think you need some help?
Yeah, do it!
Okay, don't worry. I've been waiting to tell you about our secret weapon. Over 2,000 years ago, one ranger gave us a secret weapon, himself. Our ancient enemy surrounded our ranger and he looked bad, really bad. He let our enemy beat him up so bad that no one was able to recognize him. His face was all messed up. But sin could never take him down. Then our ranger did something unthinkable. He laid down his life to save us all. That ranger died, but after 3 days, he came back to life. In fact, our ranger said, no one can take my life from me. I have the ability to take it down and pick it up when I want to. That ranger said that he will help anyone defeat sin if they call on his name. He is our secret weapon. Do you guys know who am I talking about? Jesus. Now all of our rangers call on Jesus to help them. Jesus promised to live in our hearts if we believe in him. He gives us the power to defeat sin. We can't do it by ourselves. It's not what we do, it's what Jesus does in us. Now let's look at how sin stands up against a ranger who has Jesus living inside of him and has the power of Jesus in him. What do you guys think is going to happen? What's going to happen? Okay, number 1, the bait and switch. Jesus' help. We cannot do it by ourselves. We need Jesus. If you want to defeat sin in your life, this is the only way to do it. Right now, some of you guys have never asked Jesus to come and live inside your heart. And you guys are losing this battle with sin. Some of you guys have asked Jesus into your heart, but you guys aren't doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you fighting sin by yourself is not working. Sin is going to continue to take you down. If you want to follow Jesus and gain this secret weapon to defeat sin, we're going to invite you up to the stage and we're going to pray for you guys so that Jesus will live in us and He will give us the power to defeat sin when it comes and attacks us. Jesus will also give us the power to recognize when sin is coming to attack us. We're going to ask Jesus to give us the power to be rangers for His glory. So come up to the front if you want Jesus living inside of you too and have His power. Yep, that's right.
Rangers! Come on up if you want that. Come on up. It's alright. I know you want it. Alright, Rangers. Alright. Let's mix the end everybody. Around a little bit.
Thank you. Alright, Rangers, I need you guys to take a knee like Mr. Dylan and Mr. Kuya. Can you guys take a knee? Can you see what they're doing?
And spread. Spread out a
Let's
little
spread
bit.
out.
Let's take a knee like a ranger.
That's like a lazy.
Alright, so we're gonna ask Jesus to help us be rangers for His glory. So can you guys repeat after me? Jesus,
Jesus,
I know I can't do this by myself.
I know I can do that by myself.
I need your help.
I need your help.
Thank you for doing
Thank you for doing
for me what I couldn't do.
for me what I couldn't do.
Thank you for dying on the cross for me and defeating sin. Thank you for making me a ranger for your glory. Amen. Congratulations! You guys are all rangers. All of you guys now have the power that Mr. Puya had when he called on Jesus.